kids! In today's lesson you heard about Jesus healing 10 men who were sick. We experience sickness in life too. And while we may not always see the type of miraculous healing that Jesus performed in the lesson, we can still trust that Jesus will heal us from the sickness of sin. He did this with his power through his death on the cross. 2 Corinthians 4 verse 7 tells us, "But we have this treasure in jars of clay, to show that the surpassing power belongs to God and not to us."
So today we're going to make a lace-up cross that has a very important message on it. Jesus told the thankful man, "Your faith has made you well." So today we're going to be pulling out our kit that has a cross, cord. You're going to want to get your markers, and you're also going to want to have scissors for the end of the project. And then if you did happen to keep some of your glitter glue, you can use that too on the project. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our names on the back of our project, and then we're going to start coloring our project.
And again, be as colorful as you want to, be as creative as you want to, and feel free to share pictures with us of your finished projects so that we can see them too.
And as we're coloring, remember that we get sick, our family gets sick, our friends get sick, but Jesus always has us in his hands. And this is a nice project too, that when you are sick or you're hurt, take out your cross and read that your faith has made you well. And then we can thank Jesus for his mercy. This is a nice time to pray for our family and our friends that aren't feeling well.
Okay, so after you have your cross colored, you are going to take your cord that came in your kit. Now your cord has one end has a plastic end on it to make it easier to push through the holes. One end does not. If your plastic end happens to come off, you can take some tape, just like Scotch tape, and wrap it around the end to make it an easier tip for you again. So on your cross you have these holes, and that's what we're going to be lacing through to add some decoration here. So you're going to take your plastic tip and push it up from the bottom through that bottom corner hole. And you're going to pull it almost all the way through, so you need to leave a bit of an end so that you can tie it when we're done. So you want to leave some, okay? And then you're going to come from the bottom again and push your cord all the way up and pull it tight. And you're just going to keep doing that same pattern all the way around the edge of your cross here, pushing up from the bottom of the hole and pulling. Gets a little stuck sometimes.
And if that does get stuck, look at your end, because you might need to add a little bit more tape to that.
Pull it.
And parents with young ones, this is a good time just to kind of stick by them, just to help them out, because as you can see, the cord is kind of long, and it does get a little twisted.
I'm going to stick a little more tape on my end there because I got a little frayed. I got that taped up again, and right back to pushing up from the bottom.
And as you see, she stretched out the cord to kind of unravel a little bit so it doesn't get so twisted in the back.
And it's just like sewing, lacing your card.
And then parents, towards the end of your project, you are going to want to have a pair of scissors.
Now when you get to this last hole, on this side of the cross, you're going to come up from the bottom, like you have been, And then to get to the next hole, you kind of tuck your cord around the back and come down through that top hole. So down from the front on that one, but
So
then
it's going
once
to make
you're
a little
around,
X in the back.
yeah,
See?
once you're around, go right back to your pattern of up from the bottom.
So if you do have some glitter glue left, I'd probably wait to the end, till after you've had the stitching done,
It's a really good point, so you don't get glitter glue on your hands.
or smear it all over the place.
And then again, when you get to the end of your side here, do your up from the bottom like you have been, and then tuck your cord back around the back of the cross. So it looks like that. And then after you go around that corner, you're actually switching your pattern and going down from the top all the way to the end of this side to keep your lace wrapped evenly. Oops. And then when you get to that last hole, you're going down and turning your cross over, so you have these two ends now, because you had left a little end for yourself, and you're going to tie them together. I'm doing a double knot. Tie like that, and then we'll take our scissors and just cut off some of the extra cord.
And then when you're done, you have your project.